Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Sue, and this is where you come to get your weekly tips on how to co-parent with your narcissistic or personality disordered co-parent, manage your high conflict divorce, and reconnect with your children. So if you love my tips, hit that subscribe button and you can get them every single week. All right. Today we're going to talk about a topic that often frustrates me because I believe you're getting the wrong information about it. And that is when professionals say that you cannot co-parent with a narcissistic or personality disordered co-parent. In my mind, that is absolutely false. You absolutely can co-parent with a narcissistic parent or personality disordered co-parent. You definitely can. And you know why I know that? Because I've taught hundreds of clients how to do it. And I'm going to teach you how to do it today, too. First of all, I recognize that they drive you crazy on a daily basis. That is not going to stop. They're going to do what they're going to do because you can't change them. That's right. You cannot change a narcissistic or personality disordered co-parent. But who you can change is yourself. In fact, you can't change anybody in this world except yourself. And that is the key to decreasing your stress and your anxiety and your panic and your fear of feeling crazy when you are dealing with somebody that has a personality disorder and is your co-parent. It all begins with you changing the way that you approach them. Here are 3 things that you can do. Number 1, and very important, a lot of times these individuals will send you text messages or emails or even talk to you on the phone and call you names, right? Or put you down or say you're a horrible parent. Let them. Exactly what I said. Let them. But you can cut it off as well because you're not going to change them. So arguing with them isn't going to change anything. They want you to argue with them. They want the drama, but you can cut them off. And I want you to. And I want you to do it by saying this or writing it. Please stop calling me names and putting me down. I will not be participating in any more conversations with you when you are doing this. But when you are ready to talk to me with respect, please contact me again and then stop the communication there. Now, you have to stick to your guns on this, especially when they are calling you names or referring to you in derogatory ways. Now, if they get back to you in a day or two and they're kind to you and respectful, then of course you can go ahead and communicate with them. And guess what? You're a co-parent, right? You do have to communicate with them, but communicate with them on your terms in a calm way where you are decreasing your triggers. Now, if you're engaging in this drama with them, then that's telling me that you are still attached to them in a negative way and you care what they say about you. So if that's the case, that's fine. A lot of people, it takes time to get through this. Believe me, it does. Then you need to talk to somebody about that and work out your feelings to let go of that anger. Because that anger inside of you is always going to trigger you to engage in that drama, and you don't want to. The second tip I have for you is boundaries. Keep up the boundaries. Just like I talked to you a minute ago, you put up a boundary there in your communication. Keep your boundaries up. You have control over that. You have control when you're going to respond to them or you're not going to respond to them. Unless there's a dire emergency with your child, when they send you something about scheduling or about changing something on the schedule, you don't have to respond to them right away. You can pull back and don't be impulsive in your responding. Give yourself time to digest whatever they're sending to you and then respond later on. Pulling back and not being as impulsive reduces the stress within yourself. And number 3, my number 3 tip on reducing your stress about dealing with your narcissistic or personality disordered co-parent is to Give them understanding. Now, everybody's saying to themselves, Dr. Seuss, stop it. You're being crazy now. No, I'm not. The number one thing that narcissists want, and anybody really wants in this world, is to be heard and understood. Now, a lot of times they say crazy things that you don't want to understand. I get that. But when they say things to you, you can make a choice how you respond back to them. And that's a change that you can make within yourself. And so when they say something to you or they ask you something, simply respond back by saying, thank you for what you said. I'll take it into consideration and get back to you, and end the conversation there. That way they feel heard and don't feel disregarded. They hate to be disregarded. So these are my top 3 tips that have benefited a lot of people that are dealing with their co-parent who may be a narcissist, have narcissistic tendencies, or a personality disorder. The key here, everybody, is to do these with consistency over time. I know you're not perfect. I'm not perfect either. Nobody is. But if you can manage to do this over time with consistency, you're going to be ahead of the game and your stress is going to decrease a lot. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back very soon with another video to help you out. Bye-bye.